Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless, it is love based, it is the thumbnail I referenced like a few to several videos back. We have another Cupcake Crush chatter. This one is gold solar theme. I'm really excited about it. I think it turned out nice, very similar to the Under the Sea vibe. So we're gonna roll with it. Looking to see specifically what your crush tells their friends about you, what people say, where that's applicable, right? So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me verbally describing each pile, let's do it now. Pile number 1 is the orange sliced cupcake. Pile number 2 is the honeycomb cupcake. Pile number 3 is the gold seashell cupcake. And pile number 4 is the sunflower cupcake. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my orange slice cupcake. Let's see what your crush is telling their friends about you and what people say were applicable. Some of you, the crush is talking to your friends. Look at you. I mean, it makes sense if there's a mutual thing, but I just dropped some gems just now. So let's get into, for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey, okay? We're cutting down on time, so you'll see less of the shadow over time. Something fell. Okay, well, something fell. But I want to not lose this message that came in way before the intro. Some of you, I guess this pile specifically, this Gerbera Daisy, that pile may be yours. You're coming from it, or maybe you'll eventually find your way there. This kept coming out as I was prepping for the overall reading. And then just now when I was like, let me just do a test with the timing of day and the lighting, just to make sure we could clearly see. And yes, we could, but that's what was here, okay? So that's just a little bit of a tidbit for you, but I'm very curious to see when we talk about this crush, right? Person you're asking about, attachment, whoever it is, and what they're saying to their friends or your mutual friends, since we had that slip of tongue. So tell me, my orange slice cupcake, what's the crush telling their friends about the orange slice cupcake? Let's get one overview regarding what this person. Truth. They may be a little secretive. This may be a person that's a little bit secretive. I did just send you to a secret admirer reading. This person may be a little bit tight-lipped, a little bit secretive when it comes to talking to their friends about you and what they say. I get that. We've got peace, which feels like peace and quiet, right? A little bit tight-lipped. I do still get a vibe of like things being said just because there was that slip of the what are they saying to your friends, if that makes sense. So we'll keep pulling cards to see, but there's a peaceful vibe here on the table regarding what this crush is saying. We've got wisdom, which is purple iris, Kaiman map. Okay, this person seems to be describing you as very peaceful, very wise, very easygoing. I heard the words very clear direction in life, right? Like that kind of feels like a thing. Okay, so I do have, when I split, the 8 of Swords, which just talks about, holding back, right? And kind of playing more into that kind of hush hush vibe that I kind of tapped into. So there's 2 distinct energies that kind of prominently came in. There's that really quiet, kind of sneaky, secretive energy where this person may not be discussing you with friends or not giving too much. There's that other side where they're more like prying into like mutual connections, like right, like where you have friends, yeah, like asking about you with the Daughter of Cups there and things like that. Let me see. Tell me more. What's the crush telling the friends about my orange sliced cupcake? And what are people saying where it ties into this message? There we go. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, fixed sign energy. So setting your weights, right? Set on you, right? But it also talks about circumstances changing for the better, right? Feeling very good, very confident, very peaceful, and knowing that things are changing for the better, improving for the better, wherever that is relevant to you and this person, okay? So we'll get more. This seems like a person that doesn't like their business told, if I'm being quite honest. Yeah, I got a little bit of a vibe with the stack that just kind of threw itself out. Like this is a person that shares news and information when things are set, right? Fixed sign energy, set, not changing. So they're less likely to talk about crushes, right, to their friends. They're more likely to start dropping gems, dropping hints, and then like have more conversations with the friends when they're certain and sure about a person. Okay, that's what we have. I'll take the stack just because I can. But we've got the Six of Pentacles. I heard giving, nurturing, supportive, stable, secure, confident. Okay. Son of Cups. I do have a white peacock. That may be your pile as well in my bird readings. But this is just someone that's like sees you as like really magnificent and all the things, and they're just describing you as really unique and different, and they're really excited about it, especially since we have the Supreme, which is like a unique card to this deck. So we talk about being unique and different and just really standing out in the best ways, right? I heard the words apple of my eye. That's how this person's describing you to their friends. Look at us with all the space. I can slide this over a little bit and still have more space. Something about creating space, something about fitting right in. I'm getting fragments because, again, this feels like a pile of a person that's dropping gems, mentions you in passing, but doesn't really give too much, if I'm being honest, okay? We got the Nine of Swords, which talks about worries. Yeah, that works. It talks about worries and fear, anxiety, could be fear of rejection, could be fear of things not working out, concerns. Okay. All right, so let me keep trucking along. We have a bunch of decks that we can get more. I'll try to get as much as I can about this person, but they don't seem to be much of a talker, if I'm being honest. They seem more of a thinker with wisdom and a Nine of Swords. It's probably why we got the Secret Admirer energy prominently, okay? So tell me more about this orange sliced cupcake and what the precious friends are saying. Did I just say what the crush is friends? So some of you, I don't know, like it's a weird vibe. So we got what the crush is telling your friends. We got what the crush is friends. It's almost like everybody's talking around this crush, if that makes sense. So like, if you know you're in a situation where your crush, like you know your crush is like friends, like you have mutual friends and things like that, seems to be discussions around the crush versus the crush actually saying anything. And that's why the pile is so weird and like lopsided with me trying to get what the person is saying, because it seems like the people around the person are doing most of the talking. So let me see. Tell me more. Orange sliced cupcake. Tell me about the conversation. I'm gonna have to reword it for this pile because that's the thing, right? Tell me about the conversation surrounding this crush and their friends about the orange sliced cupcake. Incoming energy, conclusions are within reach, and a new start is coming. So we've got a full moon eclipse, which there was one. This could be a relevant time period. It could be something regarding a new moon when we talk about timing, okay? Because there's no signs on the table yet. We have fixed signs, so the middle of a season, middle of any season, okay? But conclusions are within reach. A new start is coming. So the conversations with the friends are like, yep, conclusions are within reach. There's going to be a fresh start, fresh opportunity soon. Whether with you, right, pile one, or just that leads to, a development with you. I don't know what that is. We have a new moon in Aries, time to take action. So that could be a relevant time period. Remember, I do read past, present, and coming energy. So I don't know how long any of you have had this crush or this attachment to this person that you're asking about specifically, but real time for me, 2024, there was a full moon eclipse and there was a solar eclipse in new moon in Aries earlier this year. Like this was a time period. Okay, so when we talk about past, this could be a period. Okay, and obviously it could still be incoming, right? When we look ahead, right? So I'm getting a lot of encouragement from the friends with this person regarding you. So there seems to be conversations of encouragement, like you gotta act, conclusions are within reach, new start is coming, either words running out of time, or what else is this? Because it's very active, it's very excited, it's very loud, this. So I've got a really quiet person in a really loud environment, which is hilarious. Feels like really loud friends. And the person you're asking about is a little more quiet, if that makes sense. So that's why the energy is a little bit weird. So let me just keep pulling cards and see what I can peel through in these conversations for you, so you can get a little bit of something, right? What's the conversations with this crush and their friends regarding my pile number one, my orange slice cupcake? I'm hearing the words like, oh, really wanting to see you, excited to see you, okay? Okay, I've got 2. Yeah, I got house 4, cultural, family roots, home, peace, comfort. You got peace 2 times. So something about peace, like you make this person feel peace. They see you as peaceful. Like you just make this person feel really good. Like they have a lot of good things to say about you where they would be saying, right? I've got mutable energy, that's Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. So adapting, right? Conclusions are within reach, a new start is coming. Flexible change, right? Home, family, and grounding. Let me see what else is going on. I've got Gemini, some more Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Oh, okay, so I'm like, what's going on? It's so much random stuff, right? Like it feels like an atmosphere where people are talking about somebody and then they stop talking when the person comes in, and then they're like, well, hold on, we don't want them to think we're like gossiping about them. And then it's also an environment of like, what do you think they're gonna do? Right? Because this is a group of energy of the friends being like, okay, you're gonna talk to pile 1, you're gonna talk to the orange slice cupcake. Is that a thing? Have you been talking to the orange slice cupcake? How's that going? Okay, like, are y'all together? Like, it feels like prying a little bit, prying and pushing towards activity. That's what I've got here. Okay, because it's heavy themes of communication. Okay. So I was not pulling from Melanin Pop, but this is such an interesting pile that I am going to get a card from it. I'll get 1 card from it, and then I'll pull from those last 3 love decks, and get you some advice. The reality is some people just are not open enough to get a thorough read here. We got Oshun here at the bottom. Look at you. Tell me. Oh. Okay. We got rebound, revenge. Well, we're not reading that shadow. Where there's a heavy shadow and it's just not something that would be good to begin with, like leave it alone. Leave it alone. But I don't have a dominant shadow. It just slipped in when I was trying to grab all of this, right? I saw a lot of yellow just now. So let me see. Let's get one card. What is the crush telling their friends about my pile number 1, my orange sliced cupcake? If anything in all of the confusion made any sense to you, then roll with it. But like I was not reading all of those cards. So let's see. Just give me one distinct message that you can, like I'm trying to throw us a bone here. Like tell me one thing for this orange sliced cupcake, what the crush is saying to the friends or conversations regarding the friends. When it comes to my orange sliced cupcake, please. What can you give us? Old school. Okay, well, here we go. Ocean is back. Letter O is relevant because it's not a letter I see often. It's really not. Like when I'm calling out the repeating like symbols on the table. But I do have old school. I have vintage, chivalrous dates, courtship photos. That encouragement to like, right? Like that it's time to take action message, that conversation, energy, right? The dating energy. There's photos I reference like secret admirer and things like that, and being chivalrous. Feels very traditional. So this person does see you as very old school, very traditional. When it comes to engaging you, they see you as somebody that's like truly they would want to like date for real. Because there seems to be a nervousness on the table that the friends pick up on, okay? Or that they would be kind of expressing to the friends, where that's a thing, okay? Yeah. But they see you very highly. I will say that much. We got the Supreme, we got Oshun. Like they think very highly of you, and where they're expressing that, that's the description, okay? But it just doesn't seem like much happening on the end of the person you're asking about. Like it doesn't seem like they're really talking a lot. Like this may not be a talker, I'm being so honest. But Oshun says sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, fertility. Like I'm listening very hard for you, Pile One, but it just this person does not say much. Just in general. I heard the word rowdy, kind of bunch with the friend. Okay, so let's see. The friends are describing you as really great as well where they know you. So even if the friends know you, they're describing you with this like Oshun, supreme energy, regardless of gender, right? Because Oshun is more of like a self-love, just keeping up with yourself, doing really well. We have an energy of where they don't, the hints that this person's kind of dropped, or the way this crush of yours reacts when they mention liking somebody, like maybe they blush, like they stumble, like the way this person reacts to liking someone has the friends like, oh, that orange slice cupcake that this person's like acting all weird about, it's gotta be the Supreme, gotta have the Oshun energy, again, regardless of gender, like gotta look good, gotta be something, right? That's kind of what it is, right? So I got 3 love decks, right? I'll pull one from each where it feels like crush energy, because divine union is at the bottom. A lot of you, like where the friends think it's a thing, they're like, oh, this is like a good thing for that person, because I've been calling you the cupcake, I can't switch now. Like, you know, that orange slice cupcake must be legit, like they're gonna like really be serious about them, because this person has a crush like a child. You know, that's kind of the energy. Yeah, especially since when I split, we've got main attraction here, same vibe, right? Supreme, Oshun, main attraction, right? Someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. Some of you, if this is someone you know from like a public space or whatever, the crush is basically caught by the friends. Like there's no conversations with that main attraction. Like the friends, whoever kind of sees how this person sees you when like you all cross paths. That's the thing. I do have higher self. It says no matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. that feels like more in your head energy. So that kind of confirms this person, right? When I mentioned them kind of being to themselves in their head with the Nine of Swords, we have the best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. Okay, well, I mean, like I said, they think, again, very, very highly of you. They speak highly of you where they do. Give me one from this deck. My pile number 1 on Sliced Cupcake. And Oshun energy is very prominent here. I mean, it makes sense. Here we go. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. It feels like somebody that genuinely is interested in you. I didn't even see that chemistry card hit the table. This is, you know what? I got something. Look at us. We finally got something. This is someone that's like, I really want that orange sliced cupcake to see me as serious about engaging them and pursuing them and furthering the connection. Yes, there is a lot of chemistry, right? There's a lot of attraction, but I want the priority to be the orange slice cupcake, knowing how engaged I actually am with them as a person and getting to know them with this old school approach, right? Like this is a person that's like, I want to take a very old school approach to this orange slice cupcake. That's so sweet. Look at you. I like it. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. That could be this person being very passive and the friends being like, you got to get up and move. This could also be a person that is very in control in a way where they're like overreacting with the Nine of Swords, or kind of locking down their business and not really giving the friends too much. It could be a variety of those combinations, right? So I'm going to pull from this one and then I'm just going to get your advice, because this pile is a lot. We got 2 roses, right? Gold roses, which is a thing. Look at you. So yes, and memories. If you're asking about someone remembering you, it's a thing. If you have a yes or no question, in the best way, the answer is yes. But yes to memories, okay? Some of you, what the question telling for? So some of you, this is past energy. Yeah, that's what that is. Some of you, this is a past pile. I don't know that I've had a dominantly past pile before. So maybe you want to go to that first impression reading I did a few weeks ago. It's called Making Memories Muffins. I think that's what the thumbnail says. But it's the first impression video. If you search first impressions on my channel, you will definitely see it. Should be the first one to pop up, okay? Puppy love. Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's kind of like I got children earlier and it's like this person's kind of really, really sweet and like they have pure crush energy with you, right? So the friends are talking about how this person's like really in pure crush mode with you, right? Like falling to pieces, right? And whether they're aware of you or how aware of you they are, it's a thing. Like it's a conversation in the group, especially when this person's not around to like get mad about it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting more of the friends talking about this person when they're not around, or talking about you and this person when they're not around, or watching this person squirm when you like cross paths, because they're like, watch how nervous they get when the orange slice cupcake comes in. Just wait, just look at him, just watch him, and the friends get a kick out of it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And I have opening. Yeah, so sorry, I'm like knocking the camera. We got puppy love and opening, and that's kind of like it's like they're not used to seeing this person like that. Is that a cat outside? There's a lot of pets around here, y'all, so y'all can just bear with me. I think I hear like somebody's cat. Like it's very pet friendly around here, which is funny because we have the dog, right? But yeah, we have the puppy love and the opening. I have skeleton key readings. Go to those if you feel called to. Let me get your advice. I love that Oshun came out on the table, especially pile 1. It's a good entry point. It's good energy, like symbolically on the table for y'all. Okay. Any more? Pile 1. Give me my advice for this pile 1 and the strange crush that they have, because this person's interesting. I'll say that because the energy on the table is interesting. The way that people are reacting to this crush of yours is interesting. So tell me, my pile number 1. And I did completely ignore a very chaotic shadow. Okay. I actively did so. So give me my advice on pile number one. Cut ties. Well, definitely cut ties with chaotic energy for sure. Because I mentioned the shadow. I felt like there was so many cards, and by it being Melon Pop, if cards stood out to you in a very negative way, like, right? I mean, if they stood out to you in a positive way, take that as well. But if it stood out to you in a negative way, to cut ties, right? We have an incoming energy of elixir of life. So when it comes to this crush, I'm not gonna lie, I get a strong vibe by this being a heavy past influence. Cutting ties with like past baggage will be incoming elixir of life and really be good for you and this person in a lighter sense. You get what I'm saying? So like cutting ties with things that just don't matter, right? We have new moon, we have an opening, there's an opportunity for like a really like fresh start in the best way, whether that's with this person or just evolving with this person if you just stop with whatever the stuff is. And obviously, if it's the shadow and the shadow is attached to this person specifically, you're being told that if you cut ties with that energy, whether that's this person, because it could be this person in the shadow that I did not read, because you know who you're asking about and what you're experiencing with them, cutting ties will literally invigorate you with energy. Like you will feel so good, you will look good, you will be great. Okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number one. Okay? Ooh, that's why you have Oshun here with that, okay? Supporting you. So that is all I have for you. Again, my pile number one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number two, my Honeycomb Cupcake. Let's see what your crush is telling their friends about you and what people say where it makes sense here. So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself and the lesson in the journey. We cut down on time. I say it all the time because we're cutting down on time. So your shadows, your heavy shadows, I cannot read them all thoroughly, but where they're loud and pronounced, I touch them. That's not me warning you. The energy that's stepped in is actually very, very great. Honestly, the overall energy of just the reading feels really great. I want to make a mention. Those of you that are like not sure if you want pile 2 or 4, welcome. Look at you, sunflower. Or maybe you're coming from that reading. I'm leading with that. Look, some of you get to preview the stack, right? This is the stack. This is how we cleanse, we reset the stack. At the bottom of the advice, we've got happiness, which is also a sunflower. So like I said, if you were unsure, uncertain about pile 4, there you are, there you go. This is also what this person's saying about you. They're appreciative of you. They're very happy. You make them happy, things like that. But that sun solar energy. Honestly, some of you have multiple piles. Like this thumbnail was really exciting for you. You've been waiting for it. It was really calling you. So just wanted to give you a shout out if you're going to pile 4 or if you were hesitating. There you are. There you go. So instead of making this a hassle, what I'll do, I'll move our little stack. Move our little stack. There we go, to the left side. So somebody here may be left-handed. Some of you may just really prefer your left side. Good for you. Love to see it. Everybody has a place, has a space. All right. And I'm like really struggling right now. All right. So something that I'm gonna do, I don't know, this is my tapped in pile. Some of you are like, do not rush my reading. Do not rush my reading, because this pile slowed me down, and that's why I'm knocking everything over. So let me just take a second, because as I was shaking everything up, making commotion, over here, yeah, way over here, exactly. How did I see that? Opalite. So maybe you need opalite. I genuinely, and I don't know how I'm remembering this, right? So I have a dream reading. I think it is in the dream playlist. It's from years ago, like 2, maybe 3 years ago. This might be your pile, because I don't know why I'm seeing that thumbnail. Even if this isn't your pile, you have a pile in that dream reading. It's super long. It's like 4 hours long. So good for you if you have time and you find it. But I genuinely believe it's in the playlist. I will add it to the playlist if not, because it's not that hard to find. All right. So now that we wasted 3 minutes and 21 seconds, like steps, let me see what your crush is telling their friends about you. Some of you, this person's telling the friends are taking their time, they're slowing things down. Like that may be the approach, that may be the conversation, okay? So let me just see, because probably definitely slowed me down in a way that I didn't really want to be. That could be a topic. Tell me more about this honeycomb cupcake. So I did it differently in pile 1, so that's interesting. But I'm being called for this group. And maybe it'll follow over to the other piles. But here, you are pile 2, your person is the honeycomb cupcake. So if that's why if you chose a honeycomb, like thinking like, oh, this isn't what I would like, this is what this person would like, look at you. Because I'm being called to refer to this honeycomb cupcake, like that's not you, that's the person, okay? And you're pile 2. So my pile number 2, what is this honeycomb cupcake saying to the friends? Passion. Well, honeycomb cupcakes got a lot of passion for you. We got references to that, right? Slowing things down. I'm realizing that the slowing down of an energy is them telling the friends like you slowed them down, or like when they see you, it's like slow motion, and it's like, oh my gosh, all of this passion, like they get excited, like the heart fluttering, kind of a vibe. Okay, I like you to see it. So what's at the bottom? Endurance, cactus. So it's passion that just is enduring, like it does not go away. So what I like about this energy, the conversation, very loud conversation with the friends here, is basically like this person's not used to having a crush. Like this honeycomb cupcake doesn't really do crushes. They're either interested or they're not, and it doesn't even really feel like a person that's very intrigued with people that often, like liking them beyond just being attracted to them, right? So the conversation is basically like, when I see pile 2, like it doesn't go away. Like every time I see pile 2, the passion just keeps growing, it's enduring, it just stays. Like I never stop liking pile 2. So I like it. Look at you. That's how this person, and the reason why it's hilarious to me is because this person seems genuinely confused, not confused in a why do I like pile 2 or why am I interested. They just seem like, oh, this may be like someone I'm genuinely supposed to be with, or continuously growing and evolving with, because why is the passion so enduring? Like why, this feels like a person that's used to fleeting emotions. Like they're like, oh, this person's cute, I like him, oh, I don't like him anymore. Like that's the topic, right? So let's keep pulling these cards. I got the Hermit. So this could also be an eternally single person, right? The ninth major arcana. This is also an indicator of this person kind of talking about day to day and like routines and the consistency that you would get from like that 6th house, that sign of Virgo, right? That's that enduring energy, right? Keeps giving more over time. Let's get a shuffle. What is this honeycomb cupcake saying to their friends about my pile number 2? Well, I guess that card wants to be there. I was going to show it to you because it is the strength, and I was going to reference it because it's ruled by Leo, and you just got Hermit, which is ruled by Virgo. So I was going to say like summertime, mid to end of summer, real time incoming. However, could be relevant, but obviously with it being incoming, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing, especially if it's a person that you may have not seen in a while, with the fence, right, blocking out, or someone that just seems to can't get, like, you can't get a hold of each other. That could be a thing as well. But strong, enduring passion, that's what this person's kind of discussing with the friends. Or if this is a group where, like, you know this person would not be talking with the friends, this is kind of what the friends are picking up on. I'm being told to take that approach as well. Like, the friends are picking up on all of this passion and how strong and enduring this person is in their desire for you and deepening of the connection. Let me see. Tell me more about what this Honeycomb Cupcake is telling their friends. Hey, look at this social friendly energy. We got the Three of Cups. Talks about dating, but this is actually just interacting with friends, right? So strong gathering with friends. So if there is a pile where there's like a person that's really loud with their friends, this is the one so far, at least. Strong bonding with the friends, strong gathering with the friends, right? Possibly drinks, dinner, just having the conversations, talking about it, right? Discussing the passion and the endurance. Like, that's a thing, okay? Let me see, and get one more on the bottom, and we'll keep trucking along with the other decks. Hey, look at you. We talked about it at the beginning. If you were confused, or if you're not sure if you can have multiple piles, I've already told you can have multiple piles. And some of you just welcome back pile 4. Like, if you went there and now you're here, welcome back. But my sunflower group, here you are, here you go. And maybe you're coming from that secret admirer reading as well. Because my Goddess of Wands, very fiery Leo-esque energy. That could be your placements. That could be this person's placements. That could just be a reference to a lot of personality. This person could be describing you to the friends as having a lot of personality and standing out, being really bright, shining like the sun. That could just be the energy surrounding the conversations. Very excited, very passionate. The friends want to learn more. They're like, no, you keep talking. You keep talking about the POW 2. We want to know more. Tell us more. Like, that's kind of here, okay? So let me see what's at the bottom. We got the Tower. Oh, goodness. This is number 16. So, chaos. Complete chaos. And honestly, I get more of a vibe that's the environments, like loud gatherings, loud get-togethers, rowdy environments where the crush is talking to the friends, right? The Tower does talk about like destruction. Okay, we have a prickly endurance. Some of you, this person may be saying you're a little mean, you're a little sharp, you're a little aggressive, because the Goddess of Wands can be that way. Like, the Goddess of Wands is creative and expressive and very fiery, and in that Goddess of Wands being very passionate as you're being described, and this can be a masculine energy as well where that applies for you. It's like pile 2, they're a little prickly, right? Like, they'll like rip you apart with their words. Okay, like, that's kind of what I've got. Okay, because I do see where you're kind of being described as being a little bit mean in some instances, or have the potential to be that way. It's like, yeah, pile 2 is very pretty, but they're very sharp. So and then the Tower also talks about this person describing you as someone that can endure over time, whether as an individual or with them, right? Like, a Tower and chaos doesn't scare you, because the Goddess of Wands is very brave. Strength, again, is very brave, right? Leo the lion, right? Very brave. So this person may be describing you as brave just in general, like not afraid of chaos, not afraid of endurance. Like, that's the description. So I'm telling you, it feels like the friends are like at dinner with their drinks, like, tell us more, tell us about the 2, tell us about the POW 2. You keep talking, Honeycomb Cupcake. That's what I got. Okay, so let's keep pushing it along. Blue Moon is at the bottom. Believing the impossible is a thing. So I hear the words, I can't believe it, I couldn't believe it. So that could be relevant. Let me know in the comments where that's relevant with this person, if you know them well enough to know what that reference is to. So tell me more about what this honeycomb cupcake is telling their friends. Some of you, there is a little bit of an under the influence environment, that because I feel like with drinks and such, because I kind of stepped into it. I feel it a little bit in my head. I feel a little more flowy, like I need to ground the table a little more. Okay. And that tower could be a symbol of that, right? They're like floating, right? So tell me, nothing is yet. Yeah, what I said. The flowy environment, the really friendly, fun, social environment, right? We talk about mutable moons. So nothing yet is yet set in stone. Some of you, that's just what this person's saying. They're like, with Pow 2, it's not really a thing yet. I'm hoping it will be. Like, I'm hoping that's where it's headed, right? That's what I've got. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay. Like a winding down. It seems to be a topic of things winding down. Okay. And also there's a conversation of like, it's not set in stone yet. There's some things to take care of first. I don't know what that would be referenced to, but this is your reading. You tell me. Okay. And then let me get more here. We do have Melanin Pop to get a little more descriptors regarding what this person is saying, what this honeycomb cupcake is saying about my Pow 2 to the friends. Tell me more about this honeycomb cupcake. Got the house 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Well, I like it. It's not set in stone. There's some things to take care of, but this person seems to be having conversations about stability. Right? Things are right. Again, the tower is unstable ground, right? It's things that are falling apart so that you can kind of rebuild. Think of demolition, things like that. And that's kind of what's happening here with this nothing is set in stone. We have house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Okay. House 1 represents the physical appearance. So this person's describing you in detail physically and how you look and how great they, feel about it. They say you're very strong in your identity. Your identity is very pronounced. Like you have like a lot of passion for yourself and the things you do. Okay. They actually see you, because this is actually an axis. This is Aries Libra axis. So this person's like, you do really well as an individual, but you also do well in partnerships and collaborations with other people, and interactions and in friend groups and things like that. Okay. So they like that. They think you would do well in like a relationship with them where you're not already, right? Or as you deepen your connection, they think it's going to go well, because something about being able to work well with them in a romantic sense while having your own identity and stuff seems to be a topic. Okay. So let's pull this Melanin Pop and see what's going on. All right. Wolf shift. Oh, what's that? I don't want to take it because I didn't get the good shuffle I wanted. But this is religious, faith, vows, church, practice, holy, worship, sacred. They see you as like, really stable, right? When we talk about routines and grounded. I heard the word respect. We did see that twin flame card. It was very adamant about being shown. For those of you where that's a thing. I do see wild card, where we see abstract, unpredictable, art, multifaceted, and museums. So there's a chaotic energy surrounding what the crush is describing you as. Like something about chaos. With the tower and wild card, there's a lot going on. Actually, to piggyback off of a lot going on, I heard the body is crazy. Look at you. So you look really good, and the person like thinks that, and that's the conversation. So let me get one good card. Okay, my honeycomb cupcake. What's the honeycomb cupcake saying to the friends about my pile number 2, please? What does my pile number 2 need to know about what this honeycomb cupcake is saying to their friends about my pile number 2? What is that? Religious really wanted to be here. I think it's interesting. Well, we have that rebellious energy back. You have powerful woman here. So strengths, achievements, success, leadership. That could be a topic where it makes sense. But that religious thing is an important mention. I'm taking the bottom, which is commitment. Okay. So house 7, right? And commitment, same vibe. Engagement, ring, promises, love, planning for the future. So here's the thing. um I stopped bringing it up because y'all have to pick your right piles on your own. But it was so sharp just now that I had to actively, energetically wave it off. That shoulder, that right shoulder. So I'll give you this one. I'm not doing it anymore. Okay? Um, for those of you that come with the shoulder, because I don't want to encourage you to rely on me to be in the reading telling you that this is your pile, because I want to help you all develop your intuition, because you need that in your day-to-day life. Like, how are you going to survive in a world and you don't have intuition? Pick your piles. Okay. And after I gave you, because it was a sharp one in a way that I couldn't ignore, so I'm like, let me just brush it off energetically and tell them, I'll give them this one. I'll give you this one. And if you're new and this is your first time hearing me mention the shadow, there are a bunch of piles over the last like several weeks where people have like the shoulder thing energetically or physically. If you're falling into those groups, you may need energy healing if you don't have an actual physical ailment. Okay. But here we are, here we go with the forest. Abundance, hidden wealth, transformation, growth. A little bit of secret thing. You know what? It feels like someone trying to stabilize. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what's going on with this person. This person's kind of having conversations with the friends like, I'm enduring, I'm working, I'm trying to ground, I'm trying to stabilize in whatever way they're trying to. And once they see the success that they want, right, whether they share it with other people or not, like whether the friends know, whether they let you know, because hidden wealth, right? Once they reach a level of development on that they are comfortable with, in whatever area of life. I don't know what it is. Could be a health goal, could be a wellness goal, could be fitness, it could be financial, career, whatever the thing is. Okay. Then it seems like more of a prioritizing and a more engagement, because literal commitment in 7th house here. Okay. But it's someone's personal identity here with the house 1 that kind of takes precedence. Not in a selfish way, but in a getting yourself like growth based way, right? Because we're all growing and evolving. You don't want to be with somebody that's not growing and evolving. Okay. In any way, right? So here we are. We do have safe place at the bottom, right? So that could be a priority depending on who this is you're asking about. But what is this honeycomb cupcake telling their friends about my pile number 2? This is a pile of ignoring messages, because I have a lot of messages coming through, and for time's sake, yeah, because I'm already at 21 minutes. It's longer than I would have. Like lately, readings are 20 minutes. This is pushing me. You may be ignoring messages. You may be ignoring signs. This person may be saying that. This person may be saying you're like ignoring like the hints that they're giving you. Like you're ignoring like a lot when it comes to them. They may be saying you're actively ignoring them. Because that's a thing. It's definitely a thing here. Because I was ignoring a message. I was ignoring a message on the table. Oh, the message I was ignoring is some of you. This is like I'm not reading. Like, because it's a polarity. Some of you may feel like I'm reading you. That was the thing. And if that's the case, then that's why it's like a polarity. Maybe that's why I'm sending you to a different pile, because you kept getting the sunflowers. So let me see what's going on. Tell me more. What's the honeycomb cupcake saying? So I'm telling you, I don't make it up. I don't like it because I don't want these to be long, and I actually have other stuff to do. Whatever, it is what it is. Just because we want something so bad doesn't mean we have to rush into it. Take a moment to talk to your partner or within yourself to reflect on what is best. But I kept telling you, I said at the beginning of reading, this feels like a pile that's actively slowing me down. Like you may be slowing this person down. This person may be slowing you down. Like watch it on the shadow. Like obviously watch the shadow tendency of that, right? Because that's not a good thing. Like on the lighter side, it could just be like, I just need pile 2 to slow down, right? I just need pile 2 to slow down a little bit. Okay. Safe places back. Letter S could be relevant. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you're protected by your partner's love. Some of you, this person's like, man, pile 2 needs to sit down somewhere. They move around too much. They always doing X, Y, Z. Like they need to calm down. They need to slow down. Some of you, especially when we have like the hidden wealth in the forest, it feels like someone that like ducks off and or does a lot of things like without telling people and like it becoming like a safety thing. Because I do get a lot of brave energy, and it's like that's not necessarily safe. I get that. Like this is a person that's like, man, pile 2 needs to sit down. They need to sit down in the most like protective sense. And I also get again that shadow of slowing down. Okay, so I'm going to get one from this one from the next one, and I'll close it out with your advice. Because I don't want it to be that, there we go. It's a lot. Well, we got, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Well, the person is saying they feel comfortable, they feel safe is a word, right? You've got it 2 times. So definitely remember what I said a few minutes ago where we talked about that. But there's a topic of making sure you feel comfortable with them, safe with them, enough to be expressive, because we have reconciliation, someone from your past returning to your life. So that could be the nature of who you're asking about. It could also be like seeing someone after a while. When we talk about your crush, we've got free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right. And then I've also got religious factors, which we had that, right? That is a card that would not go away. So something about religion and religious factors and in the best ways, right? Or the worst ways could be a topic. Let me know where that applies to you. Okay. Like struggling a little bit. Got a love story at the bottom. All right. My pile number 2. Tell me what this honeycomb cupcake, my final message for what this honeycomb cupcake is saying about my pile 2 to their friends. My final message before we get their advice. There we go. Hot lover. I mean, they say you look really good. Like they're talking about how good you look. Honestly, that's a huge thing. We got real deal, because you look really good, but like real deal is like being more invested in you than just you looking good. Like yes, pile 2 looks really good, right? Pile 2 looks really good, but like there's more to it than that, with that enduring passion, right? And the safe place, right? And it's safe for you to love. We got this chemistry, like something about like, yeah, they look good, but there's a lot of chemistry between us. So that's what they're telling friends. That's the part this person seems to be struggling a little bit with, is yeah, they look really good, but a lot of people look good. There's just something, there's that extra chemistry I'm not used to experiencing with the person. That's what they're saying. Okay, so let me get your advice. We'll close it out. Don't forget, if you were going to the pile 4, because you got a lot of indicators of that, like we talked about. Give me my advice for my pile number 2 regarding this honeycomb cupcake. What advice do we have for my pile number 2 regarding this honeycomb cupcake? Here we go. Financial security. Hey, you know what? I mentioned, some of you, I did feel like I got that vibe of like making sure I mention this this is your power, but like some of you, maybe you may feel like I'm reading you. And we got that hidden wealth and abundance. And I referenced kind of something. What was I talking about? What was I talking about where I mentioned like grounding and stabilizing in something and prioritizing that in the self and like wanting to stabilize after that with someone else? Like that was the vibe, right? And we got intuition. So use your intuition. And I was already fussing at this pile about that, especially those of you with the shoulder, to use your intuition. Okay, use your intuition when it comes to your financial security. Use your intuition when it comes, I guess, this person's financial security. um but trust your intuition when it comes to your financial security, and trusting your intuition will lead to financial security. So a lot of ways this can be taken. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, my pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post there on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you, what people say where that's applicable. There may be some hesitation. This person may be talking about how they're hesitating because I don't know why I'm acting like that. But I do need to see. Ooh, this is different. So usually, for those of you that are new, you know what? Those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey, okay? There's something about a need, okay? I needed you to know that I channel, but there's something about something this person needs, or something you need, or something about a need. But each pile has had its own way of being described. So I think my standard was your person would be the cupcake, and I will refer to you as the pile number. Pile 1 was one way, pile 2 was a different way, but pile 3 is its own very distinct energy, in that I'm being told that the person that is feminine in expression is the cupcake. I don't know if it's because it's the gold fan. It's not a fan. These are seashells. So gold fan, seashells. But like when I was like, well, how do I want to call it? Do I want to call it like, I got strong, feminine is the gold shell. Got it. Okay. So whoever that is, right? I have a largely feminine audience, so I am going to read the gold feminine shell as though the cupcake is you. If it's not you, then you know I'm reading from that perspective. Trust the polarity, okay? Because I don't want to confuse everybody by jumping back and forth. There's a strong element of protection though, okay? And we do have that monarch, which kind of feels royal, like I associate with the color gold. So let me kind of get into what's going on here. I've not read my cupcake reading like this, so I'm as the reader excited. Let's see what's going on. What's the crush telling their friends? Okay, for my pile number 3, what is the crush telling their friends? And what do people say where it is relevant? Okay. And again, we're going to read from that feminine perspective. Okay, so what are we saying? What is the friend saying about this gold shell? Look, I'm trying to figure out how to say it because I've never done it before. This is completely foreign and new to me. This could be the conversation they're having with the friends. So tell me, what's the crush saying about this gold shell cupcake when we talk about the feminine perspective? Tell me, give me. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, we got a lot of pride. That's 3. I'll take, you know what? The number 3 is a thing. It's definitely a thing. Okay. So we do have a lot of pride here. All right. Because I don't know that I wanted 3 cards, but here we are. Here we go. We got generosity and peace. Okay. Pride, generosity, peace. Protection is back. Letter P is definitely a thing. Okay. Alrighty. You definitely came here because you liked all of the yellow, gold, and orange. Specifically orange, okay? What is this crush saying about? There's an overwhelmed energy for sure. What's the crush telling the friends? About my gold seashell cupcake. Whoa. What is that? Didn't see it coming, okay? I have 2 cards here. Let's be nosy and see. We've got an emperor that is planning. Okay. So that's a thing. Planning, more planning and orchestrating and building, okay? And we have the High Priestess, which talks about like secrets and all that is hidden, the unseen. So that's why the pile is so weird and sneaky. Ooh, it's throwing me off, and it slows us down and makes us read slower because it's a lot to peel through. So tell me what's going on. Okay, maturing energy. I told you I referenced that gold, right? I referenced like not gold from a yellow, but like gold as in that orange. And this is what I mean, kind of like an old gold, right? Like this is a relevant color. So I don't know if this is something someone wears or was wearing or is wearing, like something about that, like that deep, rich gold, like this color, okay, is a thing, okay? So that's definitely a conversation regarding how someone looks. I feel like someone looks really good in that because we have the sun, literally the sun, solar shiny energy, more Leo-esque energy when we talk about that prideful energy. So it could be Leo season, Leo placements, or just this energy of the pile, right? More sunflowers. Everybody's excited about the sunflowers. Good for you. There's a variety of them on the channel. Have fun. No, we're gonna do this. That's what we're gonna do. Tell me more. The Tower, okay, chaos. I associate that with Scorpio energy. 2 major arcana cards. So Leo, Scorpio, fixed placements, fixed signs. Okay, let me see what all of this chaos is, because I knew this file was chaos. 7 of Wands, fighting. Okay, I don't know what all of this chaos is. Give me 1 second to figure out what's going on, because this 8 of Wands is something coming in quickly. There's a lot of fire, a lot of heat, a lot of activity. And I don't know if it's the protective energy, because 7 of Wands could be fighting for something, someone, even if you're outnumbered, right? Even if odds are not in your favor, you're going for it anyway. Some of you with the Tower, it's like nothing left to lose. I'm going for it. I don't know why the conversations are this chaotic, but that's kind of where it is, okay? Because we got pride, we got generosity, we got peace, and we have a guarded energy of protection. This feels like risk it all energy. I don't know what that would reference for you in this person, but there is a risk it all vibe. I got emotions are running high. I do have a new moon in Aries, and believe in the impossible, which is a blue moon. I don't know what it is, but this feels like someone that's like, I'm going for it. I'm risking it all. I'm risking it all. Okay. I'm risking it all when it comes to that gold seashell cupcake. Like, the gold seashell cupcake brings me peace. They're generous. Like, I feel protected. I feel safe in a healthy connection. I'm very protective over that gold seashell cupcake. I got a really territorial, the gold seashell cupcake is 9 vibe. Like, it's a lot on the table. Oh my. Tell me more about my pile 3. I got a new start is coming. Everybody's having fresh starts. Love that for you. Put it here. I know the table is off balance. It is not going to stay that way. I have we'll figure it out. I can use that space in some way, okay? But there is a lot of space, making space, right, on the table. We gotta expect powerful change. So we did see that Aries energy, we did, and that moon eclipse that we had was Aries. So a lot of you, there's a lot of past references. I don't know how long you've been dealing with this person, because just because I say crush doesn't mean that this is a crush for you. It could be someone you're actively engaging, actively dealing with, right? It could be your current partner. It could be your spouse. Some of you do that. I catch you all the time, and I love it when I see the happy couple. So welcome, stay, subscribe, hit the like button. That's actually really energetically, like the happy couples being here is actually really helpful for those of the viewers that are like trying to get there, because like bringing that energy on the channel actually is supportive of them. So good for them and good for you. I like it. Risking it all energy. A new start is coming. Expect powerful change. I'm gonna do whatever it is I have to do when it comes to the gold seashell cupcake. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened historically. I don't know what's happening now, but it feels like chaos. I mean, the tower is legit chaos and powering through it. So we got house 1, and we do have more Leo energy. There's an alarm going off outside, y'all. Like I'm telling you, it's pure chaos. Pure chaos with this pile. I don't know what's going on. I will say, because I'm reading the I'm so sorry if the outside noise is very loud. Just work with me. Just work with me. The pile is chaos anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm reading the cupcake as like a feminine energy, and I was reading, and I think I even got the Emperor, so I'm reading like an active masculine. So that would make sense, right? I hope whoever that is checks their alarm, turns their alarm off, because what is that? Because it's echoing through the garage. That's what's happening. That's why it's so loud. All right, house 2. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. All right, there we are, there we go. Well, stability, grounded, security. The alarm goes off. We got protection on both ends. Look at you, I like it. And we've got square, a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. So I don't know what difficulty this person seems to have in their mind or in real life when it comes to circumstances in being with you or whatever, because it just feels like a lot of chaos. And this person's like, I don't care if it's chaos. Like, I'm going for it. I'm risking it all. Like, I'm powering through. It's difficult, but it's worth it in the end. For my pile number 2, right? The honeycomb. No, I'm so sorry. The gold seashell cupcake. Some of you are picking all of the piles because you like the thumbnail. Thank you. But pick your right piles. If it's for you, it's for you. But don't just do that just because you like the thumbnail, okay? It's just a lot of mess. So let me pull from this melanin pop and see what's going on. Some of you, I do see on the table potential financial hardship. That's the chaos. Got it. Because the house 2 is your assets, it's your money, it's your self-worth, right? It's a lot of things. Okay, and difficulty there. Social media is here, so that could be a theme. Tell me more about my pile number 3, please. What is this crush telling their friends about my pile 3? And description of this gold seashell cupcake. Okay, fine. That's the thing. Okay, that's the thing. That's the thing. Chaos and conflict. Where there's chaos and conflict, the person's like watching you on social media. They're like really upset about it, taking their time, trying to see if you're to yourself. I want you back. I'm not taking all those cards because I'm not taking a lot of cards where it's gonna take me down the rabbit hole of a shadow. But that obviously in chaos, you'll see a heavy shadow, right? And some of you, even on the lighter side, there is shadow, but it's not like shadow between you. It feels like shadow on somebody's personal stuff, right? Whether you realize it or not. Let me see what's going on with this gold seashell cupcake. What is the crush telling your friends about this gold seashell cupcake? There we go. We got show you off. Well, look at all of the yellow. Look at you. In describing this gold seashell cupcake, we've got a proud trophy wife, accomplishments and status. This is someone that's very impressed with you, that wants to like brag about you to all their friends. We got powerful woman, strength, achievements, success, and leadership. Yeah, I mean, this person's like describing you as amazing at everything. Being better than everybody. That's cute. But just, it feels like a partner that brags a lot. Like, this gold seashell cupcake is great. And things like that, okay? At the bottom, you have family and friends. So definitely when it comes to like family and like close friends, for real, like this is a person that tells everybody. We got a little bit of a rebound energy. That could be chaos. It could be. Some of you, this person's like, wait until my ex sees. That's so messy. Ooh, that's so messy. Don't be like that. Like, you make sure you tell this person, don't be like that. Because it's funny, but it's like chaos. Some of y'all, it's chaos. But I'm getting here. Sorry, I'm trying to read through Tower energy. Just give me a second. Bragging about the partner, right? Bragging about the gold seashell cupcake. I had social media. Like, if you're on social media, they're like, let me show you what they look like. Let me show you the stuff. Like, that's the thing. What else? I don't know. There's just a strong impress. There is a sensual attraction. I did get that in some of the other resets, actually. So let me see. Tell me more about what this person's saying about the gold seashell cupcake to the friends and family, since we got the card that says it. What do we need to know about what this person is saying about the gold seashell cupcake? Well, hey, we got a spiritual awakening. Your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. Make a move. A new star is coming. Expect powerful change. I'm telling you, I told you, risk it all going forward. That's the thing. That's the conversation. It says the time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. That's the conversation when we talk about the more masculine energy. Because again, there's a very distinct description of a feminine. I'm glad that we got Show You Off and Powerful Woman, because I'm telling you, I was channeling at the beginning, like that gold seashell cupcake is the feminine in this pile. Okay? And I'm like, okay, we're not gonna talk back. I'm just gonna read it how I'm supposed to read it. So there we go. But a spiritual awakening to make a move. Right? We got true love. Let's see. I got this deck. I've got one more, and then I will get your advice and close it out. I know that this pile was chaos. I'm glad that it was, because like it was a lot of things going on, like a lot of outside noise I'm telling you, I never used to get so much outside noise. I'm not used to it. But sometimes it happens while I'm already tapping into a chaotic energy. So I like that it supports you guys in the reading. Yeah, we got engagement, we got children. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Your love life is being affected by children. So this person may be discussing like engagement, right? What that would look like. They may be telling their friends they eventually would like to get engaged if that's not where you are. Discussing children, where you or them have children, or like the long-term goals for children. Like they're thinking about that. Like this seems to be a person that's looking ahead, like wanting to be engaged, wanting to have children, or being at this stage and being excited about looking forward to deepening that, right? We got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. All right. Pride the sun. Powerful woman feels like someone that's very like good at keeping themselves up, like very invested in themselves and looking and feeling good and just being the best version of themselves. That's why we have Show You Off here and Love Yourself First. Like this person's really like, they think very highly of the way you carry yourself and support yourself. Okay, like that seems to be the discussions. Like pile 3, this gold seashell cupcake is just really good at just maintaining themselves internally and externally. Like, let me show you, right? More of that sensual energy here on the table. I split the deck. We say, hold on. This person's like, you never let go. Somebody like the gold seashell cupcake, once you get your hands on it. That's why I'm tying a knot, right? Like that's what you got here. So let me get your last card. Let me get your last card and we'll get your advice. They definitely feel like they're connecting with you on a soul level. They're describing that to the friends. Tell me more. All right. The one. Yeah, I mean, this is I'm going for it. I'm risking it all. I'm not letting the pile 3 gold seashell cupcake go. Like, it's a thing. Like, I'm locking it down because we got heartbreak in reverse. So where heartbreak could be a thing, like if this is someone with a history where it's not irreparable, right? Like where there's potential to work through some things. Because if you're asking about your partner and there's an opportunity to work through some things, this person's like locked in, like I'm gonna fix what I need to fix the way I need to fix it. Leave the shadow alone. I'm so serious. Just leave it alone. It's chaos. It's chaos. It's conflict. It's stuff I'm not even mentioning. But where we talk about like crushing all the things, it's just I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna risk it all. I'm not scared of heartbreak. I'm going for it. Like, it's worth it because that gold shell cupcake is the one. I see them as the one, as this red rose. I'm not gonna miss out. Like, that's kind of a really antsy energy, but that is what the 8 of Wands usually represents. It's fast-paced energy that happens usually within a day, week max, right? I have confidence at the bottom of your advice with the honeybee and the crown. So give me my advice for my gold seashells cupcake or my pile number 3. Give me my advice for my gold seashells cupcake or my pile number 3 regarding this crush. Overcome fear and be courageous, where that's a thing, okay? Whatever that means for you, overcome fear and be courageous. There's a lot of lion energy here, especially where you lack willpower and lack confidence. Banishing a curse. What's this? Okay. Okay, so I'll just put this down since this is the bottom with the ladybug. Be positive and lead with the good luck perspective. Be courageous and overcome fear. That's your advice, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you and what people say. For those of you that are new, I read in channel, past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Cupcakes. All right, today has been chaos. All of the piles have been extremely, I guess, different and chaotic in their own way. Not bad by any means, but just, it's a lot. It's a lot. So my sunflower cupcake. I've decided that I'm going to refer to you as the sunflower cupcake. And it was a unique pile where it mattered, like the expression, whether you identified as feminine or masculine. Here, I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting, if you are picking this pile, I'm calling you the sunflower cupcake, okay? And I'll even make it easier for communication purposes and call the crush pile 4. I know that's random. I know that makes no sense, but that's what we're doing. We're gonna just do it, okay? Because something about today's energy with this particular reading is a thing. There's a very magnificent energy on the table. We have the letter M is definitely relevant since we had magnificent and now we've got memory. So that's a thing, all right? What is the crush? All right, this pile 4. Telling the friends about my sunflower cupcake. I don't know why I feel the need to call the crush pile 4. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I know it's backwards, but just you tell me, you know what, maybe it's an analogy for something. You tell me why I'm getting that really weird energy. Got peace coming through. Okay, I'll take both of them. The bottom, I've got persistence. Okay. All right. Well, Let's see. Tell me about this sunflower cupcake. We've got inspiration and gratitude. Okay. So this crush may be saying that they're persistent. Something about you are persistent though. Like something about you, whatever it is you're persistent towards. There's something regarding your inspiration, right? Like you being very inspiring. Okay, and you doing things that lead to gratitude. That's the way I heard it. Like you being inspiring and doing things that lead to a lot of gratitude and being very active in doing that. Okay, so whatever that means for you, that's what the crush is talking about to the friends. Okay, but this, when it comes to them specifically, they're saying you inspire them. They're very grateful for you. Persistence is keeping someone around. I don't know what that means. Okay. Like I don't know why that would be a question of that. Is I guess. I mean there is a, you know what, we have the Six of Swords, which talks about travel, could be moving, relocation, things like that. That could be a thing. Okay. So tell me, what is this crush saying about my sunflower cupcake? What are they telling the friends? What's the crush saying about my sunflower cupcake? What are they telling their friends? We got Justice, number 11. Talks about just fairness, balance, reciprocity. Rules your partnerships, right? And connections on paper. Because that's the 7th house of those types of relationships. It is a commitment-based card, okay? That clarity of realizing or realizing that they want a commitment or seeing how they can proceed in deepening one, okay? That's the conversation with the friends. So let me see. You get one more on the bottom and we'll get more details from those oracle decks. Okay. 7 of Pentacles is a harvest. Number 7 could be a thing. 7th house energy. And then 7 of Pentacles, right? So a harvest. So the clarity regarding a harvest, when we talk about like contracts, when we talk about partnerships, when we talk about legal issues, because justice is the justice system, right? It's legalities and things of that nature. That's why when we talk about that Libra energy and the 7th house, right? 7th house is contracts. It rules marriage because it rules relationships that are legally binding. Okay, for those of you that didn't know, that's why that's a thing. Those are the types of conversations this person's having and how you tie into that. Okay, let me see. Got the God of Wands. Someone's very active and passionate and inspired. Feels like your crush is very inspired in some way. Like it feels like Justice feels like resolution and clarity towards a harvest. That's the 3 cards in order, and someone being very inspired in what to do, how to do it, how to persist. Okay. I don't know why the conversation's so formal. I do have New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action here. So I mentioned being very active. You have a surrender to the divine. You're dreaming a practical plan. Tell me more about what this crush is telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake, please. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? Okay. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. It feels like, actually, this feels like something that the friends are saying. Like, hey, you know what? You're a great power four. I don't know. I promise I don't know why I'm referring to the crush as power four. It makes no sense to me. Please help me out in the comments why that would come through backwards like that. But like, hey, you're good enough. That sunflower cupcake would be absolutely interested in you. Or this sunflower cupcake would 100% want to go deeper with you in commitment. Okay? A fiery climax approaches is a thing. These could be relevant seasons, right? Full moon in Virgo happens near Pisces season, and then full moon in Aries happens near Libra season, which we already have here. So beginning of fall, okay? Could be a thing. We have, what do you need to release? That's a lot. You know, that card's been coming out a lot. So there's a lot of releasing needing to happen, but I do keep getting a past vibe from a lot of these. Like that full moon in Virgo was actually absolutely past energy if we're speaking real time. So there's a lot of past, okay? But what do you need to release? You're good enough. Fiery climax approaches. I got friends asking like, what's holding you back? Like, what is it? What's the holdup? Like, what's holding you back from whatever next steps would be regarding you and this crush? Like, what is the problem? I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, with persistence, I see really antsy friends that are like, what is the problem? I don't understand what's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And then actively asking on a consistent basis what's the problem regarding whatever next steps. Trying to inspire this person with you are good enough and gratitude, kind of trying to make this person realize what's right in front of them, where it's a thing. I don't know what it is. Okay. So let me see. Tell me more about this sunflower cupcake. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? Well, that's not a thing. It seems like someone that lacks confidence, that like the friends are like trying to make them understand like, hey, like you're good enough. Do the thing. Okay. We got the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, center yourself and others. Remember, it's always a polarity too. So where this isn't a confidence thing, some of you, this is someone telling the friends how inspired they are by you. They're like, I'm really inspired by that sunflower cupcake. Really grateful, really excited. It makes me feel so good. Things like that. I learn a lot, right? Because House 9 talks about spiritual growth and ascension. Talks about growth, expansion, learning things you're not used to learning, doing things you're not used to experiencing. That's the vibe, okay? And being very satisfied on an emotional level by experiencing that with that person. That's what we've got. Okay. Let me pull from this melanin pop and see what we've got. Hey, we got what's this that we got that rebound energy. That's definitely a topic where it's a thing, okay? But we got powerful man, strong entrepreneur, boss leader, mature, empowerment. I don't want to bring up the shadow beyond a mention of there seems to be some realizations, revelations in the worst ways regarding you or the connection. Because the moon is hidden energy, things you didn't realize before in the worst ways. Now, the lighter side is the best ways, but there could be a realization, like learning more about you and seeing, ooh, right? Especially when, because that's like, I feel like that's come out in multiple piles for those of you that watch multiple piles, that rebound card, where that's a thing, okay? So tell me more. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? See that shadow, right? Sadness, hurt, betrayal, emotional, sensitive, honoring your feelings. And social media, something about social media, something about like betrayal. And yeah, you know, the shadow, it is what it is. Where it's repairable, right? If not, then I mean, it is what it is. So tell me, what's the crush telling the friends regarding the sunflower cupcake, please, in the lattice of sense? What do we need to know about what the crush is telling the friends about this sunflower cupcake? Okay, got ugly sweater, just friends, beach. Holiday themes. You know what? They're like, this is a sweet energy. It's an energy of like, I can't wait. Like I'm telling you, the sunflower cupcake, like you're gonna really like them. Like they like all of the weird, quirky stuff you like. Like this seems like a person that thinks that sunflower cupcake fits in with the friends. Like they're just as weird as you. They like the weird games. They like the, you know, the weird ugly sweater contests and things like that. Just like you, just like y'all. They'd be in the group chat, like really mixing it up with y'all. We can all go on vacation together. It'd be great. Like that's kind of the energy of like the sunflower cupcake literally fits in perfectly with you weirdos. That's the conversation, okay? So let me see what's at the bottom. We've got gifts, material, spiritual gifts, magic, presence, love. You know what? I do have a gratitude energy here, and I do have a harvest. And with gifts, like I don't know if gifts are a theme. I do have the holiday season on my table. I do, so it could be a thing. Okay, that could be a topic. That could be a conversation. Remember, these are timeless, so this could literally be. You may come back to the same pile down the line, or this may be what you're doing now. You may be looking at this around like the December-esque season, and this is your pile, even though it shows a heavy summertime vibe, and you're like, hey, it is Christmas time, right? Or hey, we are gonna spend Christmas on the beach, right? I love it. I like it when I can kind of see you guys from various timelines coming back. Love to see it, but there's a really fun vibe. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna really like the sunflower cupcake. It's perfect. It's a match made in heaven. You may like the sunflower cupcake more than I do. That's the conversation. We have a lot of laughter here, right? A lot of fun. Okay, tell me more. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? Oh, they're telling their friends they're ready for love. That's interesting. Well, it's not where it's a pure crush. Well, we're talking about next stages, right? That also makes sense. So tell me more. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? Okay, annoyance. You or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. Shadow. That's the shadow, right? I like it on the lighter side because it feels like jokes. It feels like games and being silly and like playing too much, like, you know, the like in a good way, like, right, like jokes, pranks, like really like fun, not taking yourself too seriously. That's the way this person's describing you. Like I could even hear some of you, this person's like, you know, that sunflower cupcake plays too much just like y'all. They would actually work, they would team up with you to annoy me, right? Or they team up, like that's the vibe. It just feels like someone that just kind of fits right in a group. I think I said a letter A could be relevant. We have attraction. Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence well. I like it. I heard annoyingly attractive. Looks good and they know it. That's funny. All right, very soon is a thing. Tell me more about the sunflower cupcake. What's the crush telling their friends about my sunflower cupcake? Separation. Very soon. Hey, so I mean, shadow it's very straightforward, right? Very soon separation, like leaving it alone, which whatever. It makes sense given the shadow, because if I'll mention the shadow was basically revelations about a person you didn't realize, like, oh, I never realized this side of you, or there were things I missed in the beginning, like we had like the rebound card and things like that. Like it was just like I didn't realize this is how we met, things like that. Like it was chaos. But I like that gifts has separation. So feels like hiding gifts, it feels like hidden gifts, it feels like gifts after separation. And when I say separation, it does not have to mean like separation due to conflict, but just having things going on. Separation due to like working, like people got stuff going on, maybe you take a trip with your friends and you come back to your partner, right? It's things like that. Okay, but very soon the gift of separation, or gifts following separation. I don't know, something about that, okay? But yes, yes, yes. Some of you that is, look at me talking too much, holiday season. Some of you that's the gift is a trip with friends, right? Like that's the gift of separation in a good way. Like, hey, you just go with your friends and that's the thing for your birthday, your Christmas gift, whatever. Especially if, you know, we have a couple that doesn't spend enough time apart. It's like, yeah, you just go, you get out for a little bit. Okay, yeah, like that's gonna be so nice with you and your friends. You go out for a little bit. Like, because that could be a conversation like, yes, you know, the sunflower cupcake is gonna go with their friends for a little bit. It's gonna be nice. They're gonna come back happy. That's what I'm getting, okay? That's funny. So let's see. Tell me more about the sunflower cupcake. What is the crush telling their friends about the sunflower cupcake? My final message, because I'm going to pull your advice after this, okay? What is the crush telling their friends about the sunflower cupcake? Well, that's a lot of chaos. Look, there's a lot of good energy. They see you as their soulmate. I'll take the bottom. I'll take this maturing energy. What's this? Sparks fly, lucky in love, no. And then we got passion. We got a hot lover here. Look at you. Okay, there we go. Hot lover, soulmates. You look good. They're connecting with you. I like it. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that I have so much chaos that I'm clumsy and start knocking over cards and like this camera and that like the sirens go off and the alarms and all of that outside so you can see the real stuff, because this would freak me out if I was a viewer. I'm not gonna lie. If you came from Pile 2, welcome back, okay? A lot of references in Pile 2. I told you were probably coming here, and now I got the honey, literally the honeycomb, right? In this pile after sending people here. So look at you. I'll give you one final mention of the shoulder for those of you that came from there, because I said I won't do it anymore. It's the only reason this is the only reading I'll do that. I won't do it anymore because you have to use your intuition, okay? But this person sees you as their soulmate. They think you're really attractive. They see you're sweet like honey, and these are all things they're sharing with the friends. But definitely, I'm having a link between piles 2 and 4. I don't know what the link is. I just know that I kept getting cards telling me that there's a connection. So maybe whoever's picking the two, watch them both and see how they intertwine. Let us know in the comments what you think. Share that with the class. I'm going to close it out with your advice, though. We got success. So tell me, pile number 4, give me my final advice for my sunflower cupcake, please. My final advice for my sunflower cupcake regarding the crush and what they're telling their friends. Chaos. We got destiny. Follow your destiny. Overcome fear. Okay, well, we got overcome your fear. Chase your destiny. You got a lot of passion, courage, success, and financial security here. Okay, be passionate and courageous towards success and financial security. Got good fortune. Got defense. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, but the dominant message is overcome fear. Chase your destiny, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.